so many people out there, I don't know what it is, but they literally love to just run their mouths to everybody and they mama, they sister, they brother, they daddy, they great granddaddy, they uncle, they cousins, they uncles, they cousins, and it's like, bruh, why? Let's take this overboard now. I want you to. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Destiny, and if you've seen my face before and you haven't subscribed yet, then baby, what is you doing? Subscribe. So I got the inspiration to do this video like this morning and it's about something that can be beneficial to anybody and everybody, no matter how old you are, no matter how young you are. It's always a good idea to move in silence. And let me tell you why. I'm about to tell you, okay? About to spill the tea. Because there are literally so many people out there, I don't know what it is, but they literally love to just run their mouths to everybody and they mama, they sister, they brother, they daddy, they great granddaddy, they uncle, they cousins, they uncles, they cousins. And it's like, bruh. It's like, why? There's this flex culture that is very prominent in my generation especially, and people just love to flex. They love to outdo the other person. They love to show the good things that they got going on, because they're not going to show the bad things, that's for sure. Personally, my mom always told me to just keep things to myself. She always told me to like not tell people my business and to like always like keep my mouth shut. And I'm gonna tell you 3 reasons why you should do the same or try to start doing the same. Because the people in this world, okay, some people are just really dark. You know, you just gotta protect yourself, your plans, and your dreams, honey. So with all that being said, let's get right into the video. One of the reasons that you definitely should move in silence is because not everybody is for you. There are haters out there, and these haters literally could be your family members, it can be your so-called friends, it could be someone you just met yesterday and you barely even know them. Like, you never know who has something against you just because of who you are. There are a lot of people out there who really don't know what they want to do. When you start going around running your mouth to people that you know or don't know, when you start running your mouth to everybody and their mama about your plans, telling them what you want to do. For example, if you want to open up a business, or if you want to be a nurse, or you want to start a clothing line, or if you want to like open up a cafe or a restaurant, anything like that, when you start telling people your plans and they see how high your faith is and how passionate you are about this, and there's a chance that you can actually like bring your idea to life, they'll low-key start getting jealous. Especially if your plans are bigger than their plans, and if they don't really have anything that they're passionate about, or if they see you going far but they don't see themselves going far, it can start, you know, bringing out insecurities and making them feel small. Just by the fact that you just sharing your dreams and your aspirations and what you want to do and stuff like that, it can cause people to look at themselves and be like, wow, okay, like, who do they think they are? Why do they think they can do that? Stuff like that. Especially if it's something out of the ordinary. People will literally try to ruin your dreams before they even get started. Like, before you even start to pursue fully, people will try to stop you in your tracks. They'll try to ruin it. So you gotta really be careful and just keep big things like that to yourself, or at least keep it within a very small circle of people that you trust. Personally, I have a very small circle, like 2 people. Sometimes I don't even tell both people. Sometimes I just go to like one person and that's it. I'll be like, between me and you, like, this is what I want to do. And you know, usually I go to these people because I know they're supportive no matter what. I know they're not going to talk down on me. I know they're not going to throw me off or try to throw me off. So maybe you should just, like, you know, keep things in your little circle. Go to that one trusted person. You don't need to boast or brag about it, especially since it's just a plan. It's not something that you actually put into action yet. So, you know, you don't want to go out there being like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to start this business, I'm going to get this car, I'm going to get this house, and I'm going to have the finest husband on the block. Because then they're going to be watching. They're going to be watching you and waiting to see, like, okay, like, where is it? If those plans don't come to pass the way you want them to, if they don't really come to pass at all, those same people will be like, okay, but like what happened? Where's the car? Where's the house? Where's the husband? Don't flex before it's done. Like, don't flex because you don't know what's gonna happen. The second reason you should move in silence is because people will literally try to achieve your own goals before you do. Like, there are a lot of people out there who lack creativity. If you run your mouth and tell everybody your ideas, your plans and stuff like that, they might be like, oh, that's a good idea. And they might actually try to implement your plans and bring your plan to life. And they'll try to do it before you do. They'll try to make it like a competition. There are some people who can never in 1,000 years picture themselves doing certain things, especially things that are more out there, until you come around and they're like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna do what she's doing. And maybe it'll work for me. And maybe it'll even work better for me. It's like, sis, if you have a good idea, if you have a good plan, I understand you might be really happy about it, you might feel really confident about it, and you might want to share it with the world, but that's not necessarily a good idea, especially like, you know, nowadays, everyone's trying to be successful and make money. People steal ideas and stuff all the time, so you gotta be really careful. Just keep it to yourself, keep it between you and God. You don't even have to tell anybody. I understand, like, if it's something that's really out there, if it's something that you're unsure about, I understand that you want to just seek validation in other people. You want other people's approval, especially family members. Like, of course you want your family's approval. At the same time, it's your life. You don't need nobody's validation. God placed an idea on your heart. You feel really strongly about it. You feel really passionately about it. Then honestly, you don't need anybody else's validation. That's just how it is. Sometimes it's really best to just keep it to yourself. Just move in silence. Like, you really don't have to tell everybody your plans. A third reason why you should move in silence is because if you move in silence, then no one can sway your vision. Mostly everyone has some type of vision where they see themselves in the future, whether it's like with a business plan, their family, yada yada yada, whatever it is. If you want to just travel the world and help kids in Africa or do whatever I don't know, everyone has different plans. Whatever the vision may be, if you move in silence and keep that to yourself or in your small little trusted circle, then no one's gonna be able to sway your vision. People have so much influence. If you're not like me, I'm the type of person where if I'm passionate about something or if I'm really serious about something, I'm still gonna do it no matter who tells me what they think. If you're like easily influenced, you really should keep your vision to yourself, because one wrong comment can change everything. Like, if you go to someone that you think is your trusted friend and they hear your vision, they're like, oh, everything is good, but I think you should probably change this and this and that. And then I think it'll be like better. Or if you tell someone and they're like, oh, actually I don't think that's a good idea, maybe you should do this instead. If you have a vision that you're very passionate about, it's very important to stay focused. You don't want anyone swaying that vision in any way. You don't want anyone changing any little details. A lot of people can sway your vision. It can be family, it can be friends, and it can be like not even on purpose. There are people who will purposely try to ruin your plans before they even start. There are literally people who will purposely try to ruin your vision, but there are also people who are genuinely just trying to help. Like, they genuinely think they're helping you by giving their input, which you probably didn't even ask for. You were most likely just trying to tell them what you want to do, and by telling them that, you're literally opening a door for them to insert their input. They can tell you something like, oh, that's a good idea, but that's going to be really, really hard to do. That's going to take so long. That's going to take a lot of time and effort and focus. Like, people literally can just shift your focus and like kill your faith, especially if it's something, like I said earlier, that's out there, or something that is really big and is really different. That's just another reason why you need to move in silence. Thessalonians 4:11 says, make it your goal to live a quiet life, minding your own business and working with your hands, just as we instructed you before. And that scripture is literally what I choose to do all the time. I just choose to mind my own business and do what I gotta do, because, you know, one, it's best to have a humble heart. You know, I don't really agree with the whole flex culture, because, you know, one, God loves a humble heart. God blesses the humble. If you're not humble, He will surely change your life overnight and make you humble real quick. It's like better to humble yourself before God has to humble you, because you surely don't want him to do that. I'm telling you right now, you do not want God to put the matters in his hands and humble you. You better take it into your own hands and humble you. If you are trying to achieve a certain goal just to flex on people, just to show that you're better than them, one, God looks at your heart. He focuses on your heart. That's all that really matters to him in the end. How about instead of trying to outdo someone, you focus your goals around something that you're passionate about, something that you love doing, something that will be beneficial to you and other people as well. There's no problem with sharing your success. There's no problem with sharing how far you came. That's literally like a testimony. If you had nothing and you worked your way up to having your own businesses, and now you have your own house that you fully renovated yourself, and your brand new car, and you're like providing for your family, that's good. That's good to show it off. But this video was mainly for people who flex with something that they don't even have, or flex before they even implemented their plan. Like, what is the reason? So I hope this video made sense. I didn't really plan much. If you agreed or learned something from this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, baby, because I post every week, twice a week. Don't forget it, honey. Bye.